leverage my time better. I respect my time today. This is good for me to say. I signed to talk like this daily. I intend to experience it. I love my good day. I'm great at being good. I wake up in satisfaction. I am at ease. I love energizing my good. I know my own goodness. I feel more sure of myself. I love being in this state of mind about my day and night. I leverage my time better. I respect my time today. This is good for me to say. I signed up to talk like this day.
What's up, y'all? What up? What up?
I'm great at being good. I wake up in
What's up, Real Talk Tone?
I am at ease.
What's up? What's up?
Energizing my
So good to tap in with my YouTube fam. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Like a couple years. I appreciate y'all patience. I appreciate y'all being here. So, hey, Crystal. What's up, Bye Bitch Forever? I love the names. Kaboo 3G, Ella Love, Loving Life, Taylor, Unique, Courtney, Guy, Hazel Eyes, Catherine. What city y'all tapping in from? Oh, Unique, I miss you too. I miss y'all too.
I leverage my time better. I respect my
Thank
time
you.
today.
Highlight Green. What cities y'all tapping in from? Thank you so much. Yeah, let's play that.
I love my good day.
I think I have that on
I'm
here.
great at being good. I wake up in satisfaction. I am at ease.
Hey, what? Detroit, what's up? Nigeria? I'm so carefree. I'm so unbothered. I'm talking to the thoughts that told me I ain't got this. Hold on. I got this. Cleveland, what's up? North Beach? I love you too. I love you too. As soon as I wake up, Europe, Germany, okay. Talk my shit to me so I get back to me. I'm not playing these games no more, cause I know I'm more. I got this. Pain, try me if you want to. You know y'all was gonna serve my growth. Period. Well, can't wait to see you at Redefining Wealth. Yes, Catherine. Over and over and over again. What's up, y'all? Okay, so it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reunion. It's a family reunion tonight on YouTube. Y'all have got me to what, 57,000 subscribers in 2 years. I have not been intentional in this space, so I appreciate y'all riding for me, loving on me, staying close to the YouTube audience, staying close to how I'm showing up in the world elsewhere. Deep gratitude. I really has spent the past few years getting very clear on how I want to live. And the music stopped. That's all good. I must get some background music. That's not the song I want at all. But I've been like going through the ebbs and flows of being an affirmation musician. Some of you guys probably don't know that I wasn't always an artist. My story was I was a life coach for 7 years, and I worked in Detroit public high schools as a dream director. Literally, that was my role. That was my dream job. And I got the opportunity to do that, and that gave me this idea to do affirmation music back in 2019. And as soon as I dropped my first album, Affirmations for the Grown Ass Woman, the rest is history. My life completely changed. in all the destructive, wonderful rebirthing ways. And by the end of 2020, I closed down my coaching business and pursued full time affirmation music, this new genre of music that helps people talk to themselves better, increases their mental health, and just overall well being and quality of life. And I love that, and I'm grateful to serve us in that way. And so I'm here to tap in with you guys, to answer any questions that you may have, to say what I got going now, what I plan on creating in the future. These past couple years have been interesting, complex. Um, it's so hard it's so challenging to articulate it the way that I emotionally understand what these couple years have been. But it's been a really beautiful, crazy journey. And so when I think about YouTube, when I think about Instagram, when I think about subscribers, when I think about um, Spotify, where all my audiences, I'm like, okay, well, how can I get us all congregating under one roof? The best place for us. So that's what I've been working on. Um, how can we virtually be housed, and how can we physically all be housed? So they may look like a tour. They may look like a subscription base, a SMS. That's all I'm working on. And for the remainder of this year and throughout this year, all I've been doing is planning for the next 2 to 5 years of what I'm doing, what it looks like. And so I just start making my ask. Y'all, I just start making real ask. Like not one or two, but multiple ask. I this is my affirmation altar right here. This is my affirmation altar. And this is where I come look. I got bubbles, puzzles, incense, plants. Um yeah, I come to my altar now, and do I have this book over here? I do. It's this book called Higher in the Heavens by Gene Slater. Higher in the Heavens. And so I make my ask now, and I have a spiritual HR team that goes out and recruit my team. So yeah, I make my requests known, I make my acts known, because my intention is to live a very easy life, a life of ease, slow living with a healthy momentum and pace, an enjoyable life. And so what I get done in what someone will get done in 1 year, I may get done in 3 years, because I'm in no rush. My well-being, my peace of mind, my emotional welfare, and my quality of life is my top tier priority. So I don't move according to anyone's timeline. As far as music videos, as far as new albums, as far as tours, I'm not in any rush. Everything is for me and is already mine. So with that being said, even though that's my personal constitution, I know I have an audience, and my responsibility to my audience is to take care of me first. And so I'm very much aware that, there's so much that wants to be received, but I have to make sure I'm well. So I'm just now getting a quality skilled team to help me move forward and to the next level, and sharing all so much. When I say I have a billion songs in me, y'all, I have creative ideas of how I want to share this music, how I want to do tours that no other artist has ever done, no other musician has ever done in the history of music. Not that I'm aware of. Concerts pretty much have a very unique, they have a pretty standard way of doing it. The artist performs, put on the show, use whatever, you know, things that they want to use to make the concert an experience. So I'm doing it my own way, but it's very much including the way my other careers that I used to have as a life coach, as a stylist. So it's that. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. When you have a chance, do you mind repeating the author again? Yeah, Gene Slater, Jean. Hiring the heavens. I keep the bubbles close. I know that's right, Queen. I'm no rush too. I caught a live. I see the money tree. Yes, you got me on my days when I was low. Oh, thank you, Mila. Hello, Tony. Greetings from Venezuela. Yes, Venezuela. Um, that energy budget song made me do social cleaning with some folks. I know that's right. I'm a woman recovered from drug addiction. I listen to your music every day. Stop. Are you serious? Y'all. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I just want to be under one roof with all. I want everybody. If you got to get your flights a year in advance, like, but I'm telling you, the things that we in a relationship, y'all, we go together real bad. So it's that. I don't think. What is the true statement I want to say? This is what I want to say before I say what I was about to say. The way that the public are dealt with, especially when you have an audience. They call the public or the audience sheep. Okay, it's it's known by many that 90% of society is sheep, meaning they just follow the program and go with whatever. They call audiences zombies. And what I mean is they, I'm talking about, the people that pull strings, you know, the people that have the most influence over us, the people that are paid to entertain us. Now, I won't say everybody, but I'm just giving a generalization. I like to think, I like to believe, and I like to claim that my audience are giants, not sheep. I believe and I like to think that I wake giants up from the dark places, from the heartbroken places, from the spaces of castaways, outcasts, I like to think that my audience aren't just people that follow the program of social conditioning, but they are giants ready to wake up to who they really are and make a big deal about it. Um, so when I'm creating spaces, concerts, because everything, everywhere I've performed, it's been spaces where people booked me. But when I think of creating spaces, I'm getting full of emotion inside right now. When I think about creating space for us, um, it's gonna be special. It's not gonna be just marketing to you to where I become an idol. My intention with what I create is to remove the idolatry from remove the idolatry, the tones of idolatry between the artist and the audience. I don't want that. My role as a creative, as an affirmation musician, as a person, as a vessel, is to guide and reflect you coming back home to you. If people ask me for my autograph, I'm signing their name. I'm not signing my name. I'm signing your name. You're the big deal. You're the celebrity. You're the one that chose you're the chosen one because you're the one who chose you. You're the one who chose to push play on my music. You're the one that allowed the resonance of my message to enter into your life to change your habits. You're the one, not me, not anybody else. There had to be something inside of you for it to resonate with what I was saying, what I share. So you're the one that is the one. You know what I'm saying? So it's important for me to when I create experiences to highlight you, highlight the us. My confidence, my confidence. Y'all, this confidence I got is so delicious. I mean, so delicious. This confidence comes from knowing that we are all a big deal. I had confidence from, I'm cute. I got some style. I have an ego. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to play that down, but that confidence only gets you so far. That surface level confidence. My deepest, most sustainable confidence and pride in myself comes from knowing that we are all a big deal. So it's like once you realize that on a body level, you just feel it in your embodiment, knowing that we are all a big deal. It's almost like it's like you become like immune to like trying to shrink yourself. It's like I can't shrink myself. That's an insult to us as a collective. Being made in the image of the most divine high source creative energy. It's an insult. If I shrink myself, that's like me saying you're small. I'm reflecting back to you to give you permission to shrink yourself. I have to be big. I have to be illuminating. I have to shine. I have to. Like I know too much now. We are all extraordinary, powerful, miraculous, magical technologies and animations of divine source, God creator. End of story. Let me see what y'all saying on here. You know? Your role is to speak to the soul. That's my experience. Thank you so much. Take up space when I was introduced here too. All right. I love y'all sharing. How did you go about finding the resources to produce your first album? I'm a writer myself and I love music. I just don't know where to start in producing my project. Taylor, I hope you can stay a little longer because I'm going to be sharing about my offerings that are coming up that I'm creating for people who want to be affirmation artists. I'm addicted to energy budget. I play every time I forget to. I know that's right. Your music be having me transcendental. I love that transcendental twerking. I cannot. I love that. You know what I'm saying? So, I just understand and when I'm creating spaces, it's to create that dynamic of that relationship dynamic between the artist and the audience that removes all idolatry. That you walk away feeling more of who you are. I don't want you to just be inspired and motivated. I want to hypnotize you into you. Like I want to seduce you into yourself to where no one can ever insult you by calling you a sheep. No one could ever put on a marketing campaign to get you consumed into their products. No one can just put in the news some type of media agenda or propaganda and arrest your mind, arrest your inner kingdom to where you're focusing more outside of yourself more than your inner world. That is what I'm interested in. Whatever products I sell, whatever offerings I give, I'm going to always say, hey, check in with you. How do you feel financially? How do your soul, what is your soul calling you? Is it a full calling you to? Do I have your full yes to opt into what I'm offering? If I don't, keep it moving till it's a full yes. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm about conscious commerce, conscious capitalism, if you will, even though that's not one of my favorite words, but it's what they call soulpreneurship, you know? That is what I'm interested in. This old way of doing business with the masses that's not the game I'm trying to play. I'm trying to live, you know? And I feel like part of my living is my embodiment in how I do business and how I engage and create for the audiences that are ready to receive who I am. Was it hard to build that confidence? I say affirmations every day. For some reason, I don't believe me. I don't know why. Well, I can tell you why. You don't trust yourself, Kelly. You don't trust yourself, and you have to just examine. Just examine. Hey, Pamela, what's up? Um, You have to, Kelly, you have to, when, okay, so Kelly and anyone else who's on in his live that feels like I do affirmations and I love to practice them, but deep down, I really don't believe my ass. Like, okay, this, I want to speak to you. Um, that means there's a disconnect of trusting yourself. The self trust has been abused by some choices in the past that you've made or choices you're making now that's betraying yourself. And what self betrayal can look like, meaning doing things that are out of integrity with your heart, mind, soul, and body. So it could be the way you're relating to money, the way you're relating to a toxic relationship, friendship, family members, the way you shrink your voice at work or with a partner or people pleasing your children or whatever self betrayal can show. You may be conscious of it or you may not be conscious of it. But whatever you know that you have practiced that is self betrayal, it builds up a self trust. So no matter what you say, you just like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, so take a audit and inventory of the choices you've made recently and just in your resume of living, and look at where you betrayed yourself and then start the process of forgiving yourself. And I recommend the song I Forgive from my Me versus Ever Me album, that affirmation song, I Forgive. Listen to that and bring the awareness of the choices you made that were self betrayal that caused self distrust, and say like allow that to marinate into your nervous system, because it sounds like that self trust is so in your, that self distrust is in your nervous system, so you get triggered by saying positive things. You know, it's like, you know, Kelly is like, you know, so it's that. So you have to build your self trust up to actually start to believe and feel the truth of those affirmations, because the relationship that you have with yourself starts with communication. So this relationship with the me and me is a real relationship. So just like if you was in a relationship with somebody and they betrayed you, it's like you gonna, no matter what they say, you're gonna be looking at them like, please, like I can't trust you. So it's that. Okay, hopefully that resonated. Um, okay, so back to the question at hand as far as production and writing and creating my music. So I have an offering that I launched it in May. It's called Affirmation Artist Intensive 101, because it is an intensive. It's a weekend long, but it's 3 hours. It's 2 hours the first day on a Friday, and 3 hours on a Saturday, 3 hours on a Sunday. And I launched it back in May, and it was only going to be first and last time launch, but it sold out. It was only for 20 people. One person got sponsored. It was for 20 people, and the offering was, I teach you everything that I teach you. I just share with you my whole blueprint, how I did what I did, why I do what I do, what my journey has been, some of the practicalities of my journey, like what platforms did I use, how did I get certain deals, what type of money did I see initially, like how am I creating multiple streams of income, just practical things. So it's very, but it's also providing you insight and tools to how to regulate your nervous system as an artist, because it's very triggering when you start to create music. It triggers so much to where it can really, I know a lot of people who have their hearts broken from being in the music industry. And so, but with affirmation music, we're creating a whole nother lane. You see what I'm saying? And so affirmation music starts with you creating your own blueprint. So I'm sharing my blueprint in this weekend intensive to help you discover yours. And so the response was so heartfelt and so I don't know, it was just so encouraging and rewarding. I was like, I'm gonna do this again. So again, like I just feel like I be wandering upon stuff and then it's like, oh, this is true to do. Same thing with affirmation music. I had planned on creating my first album just to increase my coaching business so I can get more coaching clients and my clients practice wellness on the go when they're not being coached by me. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I like doing this. And coaching makes me feel like my clients are benefiting from my depletion more than, you know what I'm saying, my overflow. So I was like, with affirmation music, people are experiencing my overflow, you know? So I was just like, yeah, let me see what this affirmation music thing can do. So now with this affirmation artist intensive, I am teaching yoga instructors, rappers, musicians, therapists, um, life coaches, like all type of different people that are not even in the music industry or have, and even some people who are artists. I'm teaching all type of people basically how to discover their own blueprint and lane in affirmation music. So I'm launching it again. It's going to be on September 7th, 8th, and 9th. I do have a link up. I have not been promoting this heavy. I'll be promoting it by the end of this week. Consistently and just doing it's this is a soft launch, talking to my audience. That's why I'm doing this live. That's part of the reason why I'm doing this live. That's why I'm gonna be doing an Instagram live later, is to really talk to my audience first and see like kind of, how can I say this, like give people who are out here in my audiences that want to do affirmation music the opportunity to learn how to go about this, because it can feel overwhelming, from writing, from artwork, album artwork, to balancing everyday mundane life, to detaching from outcomes, from enjoying the process. Like it can be a lot, but it doesn't have to be too much. So the link is on my website, IamToniJones.com. So if it's true for you, you can opt in there. Um, and then I also have a free webinar that I did about affirmation music. So if you want to DM me on Instagram or email me at booking@IamSounds, or DM me at IamToniJones on Instagram. You send me your email and I will have my assistant make sure you get the free webinar replay. Okay? Let me see. Let me chime in y'all comments by saying make better choices. Kelly, it's totally fine, girl. It's a journey. It's a journey. You're awesome. Thank you for sharing parts of yourself with us. Oh, you're welcome. Um, Nebby, you said, have any go-to breathing techniques for allowing creativity to flow? Breathing technique. I just now got intentional about breathing, and I do the 4-4-4, which is inhale for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds. I also do, I don't even know what it's called, but I do just deep 10 deep breaths in the morning. But as far as for allowing creativity to flow, I use this app called Gaia. I don't know if you guys heard of Gaia, but Gaia is like a conscious Netflix, if you will. A conscious Netflix slash YouTube, and GAIA. And I use a lot of the videos around meditation and breathing techniques for my creativity and flow, because they have videos specifically for creativity and flow. So I would do that. But when I love to create in nature. When I say I love it, I love it. Like one of my dreams is to like be in like a house, like I won't say it's a tiny house, but like a house that is, the walls are windows, like thick glass windows, and there's like a porch where you can open up two doors that are made out of like glass, and that's like where the studio is. Like I just see a studio house in the middle of nature, and I just would love to create like all the things. So I would say for breathing, for creating a habitat for creativity, make sure nature's around, make sure it's comfortable. Um, I don't like fluorescent lights, and when I'm creating, I like nature to be around, like this guy right here. Um, and just all the things. I mean, think about kids when they create, when they play, when they were in elementary school and preschool. They had just the play areas. It was fun. Like create your own play area. Like inquire with your inner child of like, what do I like? What do I want in my spaces when I create? Like what is it? You know, I want to start getting stuff um like toys that I liked as kids to put at my altar because this is where I create. You know, I'm just like really interested in like and intentional about creating areas and spaces for me to create and joy. Like it's times where I mean lately I've been on my laptop more than usual and I don't like it at all. So what I do is I because there's some things that I am responsible to do and accountable to do, I'm like, well, I'm not going to push through. I'm not going to stress myself out to get some of these things done. What I am going to do is take my time and just take as many breaks as I need to. So if it takes me all day to do this, I'm going to take breaks throughout the day. If it's 15-minute breaks, 30-minute breaks, 2-hour breaks, whatever, 90-minute breaks, I'm going to do that. But what I'm not going to do is compromise my responsibility to what I want to create and sustain. But I'm also not going to compromise my well-being, my enjoyment and living life throughout the day. So it's that, and those what I do throughout the day as far as breaks can look like a plethora of things. And that's one of the things that I share in the affirmation artist intensive as well. Like how do you live the what they call a soft life, a slow life when there's so much to do, when there's such a full agenda. Like I share that in the intensive as well. Yeah, so are there any questions that you all may have before I go into what's next and the offerings that I have for August? Um, oh my God, I need every minute of your class as a poet. Oh my God, this is perfect for a poet. And just go to my website. Let me type. Can I type in here? Yeah. Can I? Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't type in here. That sucks. Oh well. I thought I could type in here. Chat viewing options, top chat, some measures of this. Yeah, I guess I can't type in here. Oh well. But if you go to I am Toni Jones, Tony with an I, click on that link, affirmation. Was it affirmation artist? Yeah. At the menu bar. Take a look at it. Who was the poet that said that? Danitria. Danitria. Go on there, review the whole like be present, okay? Be present. Be present. Read the whole page. It's not long. It's thorough, but it's not long. And tell your brain to relax. Cause you know, they say our attention span is like 3 seconds. Relax, sit with it, read it, then go to the what is the checkout. Look at the payment plans. Look at how much it costs. Read the description of what to expect, what is included in this. Because there are some lifetime perks to signing up. The first 3 that sign up get a free feature from me. Um, you know, because when I'm featured in songs, it's a price to that. But this one is free, because it's included with the first 3 who sign up. Um, the Chronicles. I mean, what's the best way to meditate when dealing with anxiety? Um, Anxiety. I'm trying to think of what do I do when I have anxiety. Oh, I know what I do. So meditation looks different for me because I don't practice ritual as routine or ritual as a job, meaning that I don't just do it in performative ways, I do it intuitively. So basically, if I feel like I want to meditate, like, doing one of these and breathing, or if I want to listen to some music, or I want to meditate on a song, um, you can look that way. Or I may put on a few incense and I just watch the smoke. I just watch the smoke and I bring my mind to the present moment of the smoke and the wonder of the smoke. This is what happens when I'm tempted to go into anxiety or if I'm feeling anxious. Because the anxiousness sometimes be at my door like, what up, though? What's up? I'm trying to kick it with you. And I'll be like, nah, bruh, we ain't doing that no more. So I have a puzzle. Let me show y'all my puzzle. I have a puzzle I'm working on. Y'all know that artist, Frida? Um, Let me show y'all my puzzle. This is the puzzle I'm working on. Can y'all see it? Right here. So I just got into puzzles and it can be very meditative when you're feeling anxious. So I encourage all those to get you a really enjoyable puzzle and get into it. See if that reduces anxiety. I know it does it for me. Right? Don't you love puzzles, holistic manifesting? I'm not a poet, but I am 53 years old woman who is just finding self-love and I'm working on healing. When was the breaking point when was your breaking point? Have you ever struggled with self-love? Girl, yes. What? You can't be, there ain't no way I would have this type of music if I ain't struggled with it. I always find it so humbling that I am a student to my own message. Like it's kind of funny to me because I'm like I say these profound things. I channel these profound affirmations, these words. I've been given this gift, but I be sitting at the desk like, dang, I need to learn this too. It be that. Yes, I have struggled tremendously. Like I've shared my testimony plenty of times on social media, especially recently when I did a self-talk series around self-love. I guess it was a month or so ago. Yeah, it was last month. Um, and I talked about how I freed, like I was, what's the word? As it was deliverance, breakthrough, transformation of being codependent and a pick me my whole entire life. I've been overly interested, overly invested by, in a man choosing me and having a nuclear family, a husband and some kids. Like that was like a huge desire of attachment. Like I could not, I never, anytime I ever had a whisper of like, you gotta loosen your attachment to that, I would just rebuke it because I'm like, there's no way I can live without that desire or without that happening in my life. I can't even. And so last year was the end of that cycle, and it's been very liberating because when people ask me like, "Are you still into men? Are you gay?" I'm like, I'm not gay. I'm not sexually attracted to women. I'm not sexually attracted to men either. I'm in a very unfamiliar place, unfamiliar territory of being very much in love with myself, in love with nature, in love with community. I'm not poly. I'm not nothing. Like I feel like I'm named like a labelless being, where I'm in this new territory of courting this emergence of who I am. This true, like I'm, I'm, oh. Mm. I am, I'm not in the mood to cry, but I'm definitely feeling a lot of emotion right now. But I feel like I've been swept over by my feet has been swept away. Like I'm like, how can I articulate it the way I feel it? It's like you know how they teach us when they tell us girls like when Prince Charming comes, it's gonna be like I feel like life has done that to me. Like life has swept me off my feet, and oh my God, here I go, and I have no tissue. I feel like I've gotten to a point where I'm meeting myself for the first time this deeply, and I just want to know her. I want to care for her, and I want to know. I'm just so curious about like, well, what else are you? What else can you be? Like, what else, you know? And that has my attention so much that I can't imagine giving it away. So it's like the idea of relationships is more so based on community, nature. Um, yeah, that's the best way I can put it. I hope I'm making sense. So I feel like to answer your question, I've struggled with self love because I really didn't fully know what to love about me, you know? And so even though I had a lot of profound messages and I was a fan of a lot of wisdoms, and I was on this journey to seek out enlightenment and, and learning how I transcend a lot of my bullshit, this journey has guided me through, self-sabotaging choices that has all those choices just brought me back home deeply to myself. So it makes me less conscious or less concerned and less anxious about making the right or wrong choice, because thus far, even with the right and wrong choices, it still has been a part of the recipe of my greatness, of my energy and vibration, you know? So the path is the path to coming back home to yourself and to love yourself deeply. So the way you love yourself now is probably not the way you're going to love yourself next year. And then in 2 months, you'll be surprised at how much you can't access that self-love. But understand, be the student and be humble and be curious about all the ebbs and flows are here for your personal education about you to fall more in love with you. I know I said a lot, but I'm in the same place. I think about, hold on, let me go up some more to look at y'all comments. My therapist introduced. Oh, I love that. Yes, the living room membership. Okay, hold on. Let me go up and read some of y'all comments. Okay, I see you said you do puzzles. The Chronicles of Me, that's good. Chronicles of Me, that's a good one. I like to go for a walk. I first do physical activity, get mindful. Yeah, like it's all about enrolling your sensory state, your ears, your smell, taste. Sometimes tea can be a meditation. I love watching nature videos, some music. One of my favorite YouTubers is Cottage Fairy. I love watching her lifestyle. Um, Meditation can look all type of different ways, but it's all about enrolling your sensory into a state of ease and harmony. Blowing bubbles before meditation or a task can also assist with reducing. Yes, Queen Warrior, that's what I be doing. Let me get my bubbles. That's what I be doing. Like I love that I can be this light in my self care. Like it don't have to be deep. Oh, wait a minute. Come on, Bubbles. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't have to be deep. It could be just as something as simple as this. You know, can just lighten your whole energy. Okay, let me go back. Let me go back. Okay. Where do you purchase incense from, please? Any recommendations? I have my own incense line, actually. I have affirmation incense. Um, I sell them exclusively at a store called We Society in Atlanta at Ponce. I think it's called Ponce, but the store is called We Society. So, WE Society. So, if you want to get those and you're in Atlanta, check them out. They're not online just yet. Um, is the living room membership correct? What do you mean by is the living room membership correct? What does that mean? What do you mean, Kelly? I've been where you are and I have had anxiety. I didn't know. Oh, that's where you talking to Pamela. Will this live be recorded? What you mean? It's being recorded now, or will it be saved? Um, yeah, I'll save it. I'm sorry, I just started listening to your lyrics. You're so. Oh, thank you. Caught your live. Enjoy it. Thank you. Um, all right, I'm just catching up on all your comments. Identify. Okay. I understand. Plus, I think about wrongs and get bored. Yes. Yes. I think about romance and I get bored. And I have moments where I'm just like, oh, and I try and check in. I'm like, is that something I desire? And it's something else truer than that I desire. Like romance, it's something truer that I can't not concretely conclude to in words. But intimacy is something that is a value of mine. But what that looks like, I don't know just yet. Intimacy is fun right now. It's play, it's laughter, it's enjoyment. It's yeah, you know. Thank you for being you. We appreciate. Oh, thank you so much. I practiced celibacy for 3 years. Hey, where's your comment just go? Okay, while living in Phoenix, okay, I was going through a rebirth. Yeah, I'm practicing celibacy. It's my first time practicing celibacy intentionally. Before, I practiced it on accident because it was just nobody inspiring me sexually. I was lame. Um, and then, but I've been practicing it intentionally now for almost 2 years. Hold on, wait a minute. Is that true? No, that's not true. A year. It's been a year and some change. So yeah, it's been a year and several months. I bought myself flowers for the first time over. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. I love buying myself flowers. I remember I used to buy myself flowers years ago, and I was doing it performative wise. I'm like, this does not feel right. I wish somebody else would buy me some. And then now that I'm in another place, like the beauty of having flowers in my space and buying, like I get so happy and giddy, like, you know. Um, my affirmation artist intensive is virtual, September 6th, 7th through the 9th. Um, yes, I've been sleepwalking on myself for decades. You really, it's all beautiful. Um, yes, Oshun, video found me at the exact place. I'm in a epiphany. I love that. I appreciate y'all sharing. Yes, blowing bubbles. Listen, this whole journey is about coming back to. It's so crazy to think that this whole journey is about coming back to who you were as a child. Nothing like the sun, nothing like the beach, nothing like the earth, nothing like the trees. It's nothing like it. Membership is where to sign up for your class. No, so the living room is my online membership. It's my self-talk community. And that's different from the affirmation artist. And I'll share with you what the living room is in just a second. Um, but affirmation artist is on my website, IamTonijones.com. You should see in the menu bar affirmation artist. Click on that. The membership is something different. I buy flowers once a week. They really brighten up my place. I love that. This song, Talk to Me Nicely, is my everyday go to. I know that's right. The membership is where to sign up for your phone. Okay. My friend just gifted me some white flowers. It was the most beautiful thing I've never. Oh, I love that. Yes, I am returning to my purest form. I love that, TJ Johnson. I love that for you. So yeah, y'all. Um, it's really a adventure. It's a movie. It's a journey. That's the way that I describe it, because it's been something. It's been something. But every time I'm meeting myself more deeply, you know, it's that. So with that being said, I want to share with you guys my August offerings, which is the Affirmation Artist Intensive, which I'm doing on September 7th, 8th, and 9th. And this is for poets, rappers, musicians, artists, therapists, life coaches, yoga instructors, dance instructors, um, anybody who feels called to creating music that helps people talk to themselves better, yet at the same time transforming your self talk, alchemizing your self talk, your inner conversation, and sharing that with the world, and you want to learn what my process and blueprint has been to discover your own, tap in. Just go to IamToniJones.com, click on the menu bar, and go to Affirmation Artists. You have all the information there. It's very clear and concise. And then I have the Living Room, which is an online membership that I've had since 2021. It's a self-talk community where we do self-talk together, because the journey of, alchemizing your self-talk doesn't have to be a lone ranger journey. Like, you can do this in community. The deepest healing happens when you are in congregation and in community with others that are aligned with the same values of personal development, self-awareness, you know? Um, and if you want to know more about what the living room is, um, it's an online community. There's three strong values in this community. Number one, as far as beneficial values to those who join. Number one, we have group journaling that happens in the space every single day. I post journal prompts that trigger joy, trigger self awareness, self reflection, vulnerability, transparency, inner child, healing, all that good stuff. Creativity. It's about triggering the aliveness that you should be feeling in life, whether it's with the mundane things or building big dreams and big visions. So these is what these journal prompts are. And it's group journaling. So we're doing journaling together. So that's every day. On Monday nights from 7 to 8 Eastern Standard Time, I do affirmation meditations where I channel affirmations. I play some healing music, and I just go, and they usually are themed. Like this last one that I did last night was what was that called? I deserve to honor my heart. So that was the theme, and then I put on the music and we go into that, and then we close out with people sharing what their feedback and thoughts were, or gratitude for the experience. So that's about between 30 to 60 minutes long, depending on who chimes in and what conversations we have afterwards. So I've been doing them live for the past since 2021, but this will probably be my the fall will be my last season doing them live. I'm preparing for an expansive 2024 plus. So after the fall of this year, there will be pre-recorded. Um, I just decided that like literally this morning. So because I know what I'm creating, the next level of my expansion in music, entertainment, and service. And then what is the other thing? So, and we also do we also do in person. So it's the group journaling, the affirmation meditations, and the in live experiences in person. So I have a sleepover coming up. Oh, let me tell y'all about this. So I have a sleepover We got two more spots left if y'all got the money to tap in this soon. So I'm doing a sleepover, the living room sleepover, and it's in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It's August 24th through the 27th. We have two more spots. And basically it's healing but centered around fun and play. So it's literally when you think about a sleepover, we're coloring, we're doing dress up, we got somebody facilitate dress up, makeup, hula hoops, we're cooking, we're doing musical chairs, sing along, like all the things. And it's in a mansion in Fort Lauderdale. So if y'all want to chime in, um, it was $2,100, but we reduced it to $1,900. If you guys need a couple more $100 chipped off that, let me know. Um, Hit me up on my DMs or email booking at I Am Sound. So it's the sleepovers, the meetups. Like say if I got booked in California or got booked in Atlanta or Chicago, I would do like a meetup and be like, hey, y'all, meet me at the park, bring y'all food. You know, it's meetups like that. So it's the values in the living room membership is these exclusive experience only for members. It's the group journaling and affirmation meditations. I keep it very simple, very direct. There is no curriculum, there is no programs, there is no homework. It's called the living room because what was the living room in our lives? What did we do in the living room? We lived, we ate, we listened to music, we played, we enjoyed life together. So that's what this is. We have a lot of retreats, a lot of spaces where there's a lot of curriculum and programming information. Let's play. Okay? Let's live. That's where I'm at in life. That's where my healing has brought me to this point. Okay? Is there anything else? Yeah, affirmation artist intensive, the living room, and the sleepover. So yeah, that is it. If there's nothing else that you all want to ask or for me to talk about, we are complete. I'm so grateful that you guys chimed in. Lord knows I need that in my life right now. That would just feed in my child and help with the child. Yeah, I'm telling you, Michelle, it is revolutionary to have spaces that support you in playing fun. Because you get to watch the resistance that comes up, the insecurity that comes up, the uncomfortability that comes up. You get to watch yourself be overly conscious of what other things think of you. And you get to bring compassionate space for all of that stuff to come up to the surface, and you get to release that amongst other people that are giving you all the social permission to be in your full expression, and you walk away knowing that feeling. You can't unfeel that. So now you go back home and go into other spaces like, this ain't that. I need to feel like this all the time around my social experiences. So where can we get the new song? What you talking about, new song? I haven't come out with a new song. If you talking about I Got This, the Erykah Badu sample, that's on the mental health mixtape. That's only on YouTube. So tap in. It's a mental health mixtape that I released back in 2021. I just released a video. Y'all see, I operate on my own timeline. A song could come out 4 or 5 years ago, and I just come out with a music video. I do it according to the pace that's most healthiest for me. All right, all right. Well, I appreciate you guys for tapping in. I'm sending you all love. Be kind to yourselves. Have a calm week. And again, all the offerings that I stated here are on my website. I am TonijonesW.com. The only thing that's not on there is the sleepover because it's coming up. And it's only for members, but I will open it up for 2 guests because we have 2 more spots left. Okay? All right, you guys have a wonderful, calm week. Oh, thank you. I'm playing Inner Breakfast now. Can you hear it? Hold on.
I am at ease. I love energizing my gut. I know my own goodness. I feel more sure of myself. I love being in this state of mind about my day and night.
Sending y'all love.